Yo, what's up? Just after the live stream I did the other night about Scream 7, we got new news that just dropped the day after, and it is absolutely beautiful, just like you. What they're going to say is they're going to go ahead and try to reboot the franchise, recast the characters. They want to bring Nev Campbell and Patrick Dempsey back in the fold. They're seeking them out. There has been no talks with them yet, but maybe this is the route that they need to go. And I just said all this on the live stream, but here is a clip from the live stream about what is going down with Scream 7. If it wasn't for Jenna Ortega, like, yes, Melissa Barrera is absolutely awesome and she took over Scream 6, but people went to go to the movie theaters to watch Jenna Ortega in another horror movie off the heat, off of that burner of Wednesday from Netflix. I mean, everybody was on it. I jumped on it. Like, I'm like, oh my God. And I like realized this girl was a child actor all the way up. And then now she's 18 and now she's doing these horror movies. I'm like, fuck yeah. Okay. And so now Scream 7 is guaranteed to fucking blow up. You got the whole characters built up. You got the core four. You got Samantha Carpenter. You got Tara Carpenter. You got Christina Carpenter who's that? That's their mother. Okay. So the mother is gonna come back and so I heard this. Now take this with a grain of salt, but this is some speculation of the story of Scream 7 and what it was gonna be. So Scream 7 was going to take place in California somewhere, and there was going to be two killers, and one of them was going to be going after Sydney Prescott and her kids, and the other one was going to be going after Tara and Sam, and the core four, Mindy and Chad, at the same time in like different areas of California. And it was going to be during December in the snow and Christmas time. And now that story was written. And so they were having plans to have Nev Campbell in this movie. And you're going to have two stories. So if that story was already written and ready, like pretty much putting final touches on it, now you get rid of the Carpenter sisters. So you get rid of the core four and the whole part 5 and part 6 characters are over here. So you throw them away, and then we're left over here with Sydney Prescott. And so what Spyglass is going to have to fucking do, or maybe this was their whole fucking plan the whole time. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to pay both, like Jenna Ortega, Miss Melissa Barrera, and Nev Campbell all that money, because Nev Campbell is going to want like 30 mil probably, and give it to her. But like now, okay, we're still talking if Spyglass holds this thing, because we're going to get into some more speculation later, or what I think they need to do with it. But so if they get rid of, they've already we've already lost Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, so they're already gone. So now what are they going to do? They're going to have Nev Campbell, and so they're going to have to rewrite the whole story, throw all this money at Nev Campbell. So it's not even going to be a story continuation from 4 and 5, because the Carpenter sisters aren't going to be in it. So now we're like jumping into different timelines, and you're going to make this shit way confusing for the casual fan. Us really hardcore fans, we're going to know what the fuck's going on, with the storyline. Okay, like with Halloween, how we got the Thorn trilogy, then it jumps to H2O, which is going to be going back to the original from part 2, is the continuing line. Then we got David Gordon Green's 2018, which is straight from fucking Halloween 1. So like it gets so convoluted. So now they're going to make our Scream franchise that convoluted, and it's never been that convoluted before. All because someone wanted to say, hey, maybe let's have world peace. Fuck. So fuck you, Spyglass. Like really, like I probably boycott your asses from here on out. And the only way they can maybe make this right, they can like maybe like, oh, we jumped the gun, and they hire her back. This shit just happened a few years ago with James Gunn and the MCU with Guardians of the Galaxy 2, between Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. Some tweets came out that James Gunn said fucking years ago, the MCU, Disney fired his ass. And the next thing you know, none of the actors wanted to come back and do Guardian 3. Oh no, we made a mistake, Disney says, and they bring him back. And what happens? I guess apparently Guardians Galaxy 3 is fucking damn good movie. So how can they like rewrite the ship if they want to go that route by bringing, because you letting go of Melissa Barrera, you let go of Jenna Ortega. So you need to make things right with Melissa Barrera, bring her back, and then you might be able to get Ortega back. If they got to bring her back, that's one thing that they can do. They got to get Melissa back, and then they can bring Jenna back, and then so we're supposed to get this Scream movie, you know, like in a year, maybe in 2 years. But at this rate, dude, we might have to wait another decade, dude. Just from like Scream 4 to 5, we had to wait a decade. Dude, it might go that route. We don't want that route, dude. Especially when this franchise was hitting on all cylinders and it was going, you know. So maybe, and maybe like if they don't bring her back, like us hardcore fans to say, okay, sell the rights to somebody else so that they can rehire our core four and bring them back. I mean, okay, so what if Spyglass says no? We're going to hold on to it and we're just going to make a Chad and Mindy story. I mean, would you be excited just to see Chad and Mindy? Yeah, they are brother and sister twins go up against Ghostface with no Samantha and Tara. I don't think any. I mean, I just don't see how that would work, man. So if they're going to hold on to the franchise rights and they're going to go ahead and go on and complete 7, they're going to have to go after Ned Campbell and throw all this money after her. And would that, you as a fan, make you satisfied that, we didn't get the Carpenter sisters, but we got Ned Campbell back and Courtney Cox, and maybe they had their own story? You know, Ned Campbell ain't ever going to die in Scream. There's no way she'll ever, like, I know she won't. It's like, no, she's the final girl that survived everything. And now, as we bring it back in here, we definitely want Neb Campbell to come back with Patrick Dempsey. They can definitely continue this schedule where they said this is going to come out in 2025 and they can maybe make it work. Like, let's go ahead and put the Carpenter sisters on the back burner. Let's not forget about them in the franchise. But now, because that's what they did with Nev Campbell in part 6. So now let's get Sidney Prescott. Let's get Patrick Dempsey in Scream 7. And Ghostface is going after them. And it could be Stu Macher, Matthew Lillard. Let's bring them all back. Hell yeah, man. Let's bring the fans going. You heard us one day and you can just bring us right back the next day if you brought all 3 of them back. And let's not forget about you, Courtney Cox. We want Gail Weathers, the badass bitch in this one. Hell yeah. Man, so thank you all. That was a clip from my live stream. I'll leave it in the video next if you want to check it out. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys keep it whore later.